So you've probably heard that you can sell digital products and make money online passively. And let's say you've created your Canva template digital product that you want to sell, but right now you're stuck on how to actually sell it, because it's one thing to create a digital product, it's another thing to actually sell it. Well, in this video, I'll be walking you through how to sell your Canva templates step by step online, even if you have never sold anything online before. I'm going to show you how to package your Canva templates correctly, how to set up your digital product listing such that your customers are able to access the product immediately after download. And I'm also going to be sharing with you some tips to be able to maximize your earning while selling these digital products. So now, this is my digital product that I have already created, and it's an Instagram story template for a self-care and wellness influencer. So of course, if you like a full detailed tutorial on how I created this, how I put it all together, I'm going to be leaving a detailed step-by-step tutorial on how I created this from scratch at the end of this video. So the first thing you want to do is you want to package your digital product. And you may be thinking that the first thing you need to do is just click on share and download or something like that. But that is not the right way, because this particular stage is super important and will determine whether your customers get to access the product after they actually pay or not. So the first thing you want to do is you want to actually create a cover page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the home button on Canva, and I'm going to click on Instagram posts. I'm going to be using the square one instead of the rectangular one, which is for like reels and stories. So in this particular new design, this is where I'm going to design the cover. Now to do that, what I can do is I can go back to my design here. I'm going to click on share. I'm going to click on download, and I'm going to change this to PNG, and I'm going to simply select a few pages. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click on download. And later I'm going to be showing you what we're going to be using those particular pages that we've downloaded for. So now that we've downloaded all of these files, what we're going to do is we're going to simply upload it into our new design. So I'm just going to add as much as I can. So I'm going to copy all of them, and I'm going to resize them to what I want. I'm going to move them over to the side, and I'm going to start picking them one after the other. I'm just trying to create a unique design with it. Now, I would always advise that you make use of the designs you already have in your actual bundle. That's your template pack, so that, of course, your customers have an idea on what they're actually expecting. So there's one here, and I'm going to put another one here. I'm also going to put one in the middle here also. I'm going to twist this again, and I'm going to put one here. I'm going to twist this, and I'm going to put one here. Again, I'm going to twist this, and I'm going to also fix that here. You want to try to make them aligned as possible. You can decide to do it straight, or you can do it slanted like I am doing. You can also put this here. So I'm just going to turn all of this slanted so it's easier for us. And we're going to move this again up here. Again, we're going to move this up here. So it's gradually coming to life. And what we can add on this side is we can then add more like a phone. So we're going to have a phone right here. And if you look at the phone, you can see it's transparent. So what we can do is we can go ahead and add a shape. We're going to add this shape here. We're going to change it to white. And we're going to fix it in such a way that it just aligns with the area of the phone. And we're going to turn the corners around. Then we are going to then place it to the back. We'll change the position to backwards. So it now looks like the phone has a background. So now again, what we can do is we're just going to still play around and add some of our designs on the phone. So I'm going to add this here. I'm going to add this here. And I'm going to add this here. So then we're going to start resizing it. And I'm going to bring one over here. I'm going to bring one over here. I'm placing it on top so that we get an exact resize. I'm going to put that here, then put the position to be backwards. Again, I'm going to go and bring one over here and also resize to get the exact fit. We're also going to fix this to be backwards. And again, we're going to bring this over here and ensure we have it properly resized. And as well, we're going to bring it closer here. I went ahead to add some corner roundings on all of it. Now, what we can do is we're going to add an element on it, a square shape, and we're going to change this to white. We're going to bring it to the middle over here, or we can put it on top right here. We can reduce the transparency a little bit just so they see the design under it. And we're going to now add our title of our template. So now we're going to add some text here, and we're going to name our cover template. We can as well change the fonts. So I ended up changing a little bit around it. So I made the background here black, and here is self-care Instagram story pack. If you want to extend it all the way here, it's also good. And we can as well zoom that out. I also added this Canva logo just to make them know that it is a Canva template. And so we are done with our cover page. Another thing we'll also be doing in the same part, we can also add a button. So we can write button, and we can add another text here, edit template now. We want to make this bold, and I'm going to show you how we're going to fix all that. But the next thing we are going to do is we're going to create another page here, and this page is going to be our instruction page, because when you are sharing this templates to them, like I said, it's all about packaging, and you want to ensure that they have proper knowledge on what it's about and how to use it. So we're just going to quickly create a simple guide on how they can access and use this in Canva. So we're going to add a text box here, and we're going to write instruction guide here. If you want to change the fonts, you can as well do that, and we can have that underlined. Next thing is we're going to add another text box here, and this is where we're just going to input our instruction guide on how customers can actually use this template bundle. So I simply asked ChatGPT to give me, I gave ChatGPT a prompt based on the template bundle that I created, and asked ChatGPT to give me an instruction guide just in case you don't exactly know what to do or what to write. And ChatGPT has gone ahead to give us something like this. I'm just going to simply copy it. I'll eventually edit some of it. So I'm going to go back to Canva, and I'm going to paste that here. So this is how it looks here. I can bolden this here as well. So we can add the next page. So we can duplicate it and pull it down here. This is just so that we have the exact font size, and we're just going to paste that here. So I'm going to do a little bit of edit. So I've done the cover page, and this is like the instruction guide that would guide the customer on how to use it. Now, the next thing is, how are we going to deliver this? What you want to do is you want to share a template link. Now, this particular step is super important, as that would determine how your customer is going to receive this digital product. Now, you may think you just want to go here and click on copy link, but clicking on this copy link is going to give your customer direct access to your own version of this particular digital template, and they are going to be making edits on your version, and any edit that they make is going to reflect on your version, and any customer who also uses that same link is going to see the newly edited version that another of your customer has probably made. Instead, what you want to do is you want to click on share, you want to click on see all, and you want to click template link. Now, this is actually a Canva Pro feature, so you need to be subscribed to the Canva Pro plan. So you are going to click create template link here, and automatically a template link has been created for you. You want to copy it. Now, this template link is going to give your customer access to this template, but not your particular version. Now we're going to go back to our page where we're doing the whole packaging, and what we're going to do is, you can see edit template. Now we are going to simply click on these three icons here, and we're going to put link here. We're going to paste the link to our template link, and we're going to click on done. It's going to make this particular text to be clickable, such that when they click on it, it's going to immediately take them to the template link. I also like to do this for both the text as well as the button itself, so that anywhere they click around it, it's going to also take them to the template bundle. So now we have added the links on both of them. We're also going to scroll down. Inside the instruction guide, you can see a Canva template link with, we're going to edit it here, self-care Instagram story template, and the instruction PDF. So now click on the Canva template link below. So we're going to add our template link here. Now, if we should go ahead and just directly add our template link, you can see it's kind of long and it's not really looking professional. So instead, what we are going to do is we can simply say, click the Canva link here, and we're going to simply highlight this here, click on the link, and this is also going to link any particular different thing to that particular text. So in this case, it's going to link a template bundle to that text. So we're going to click on done, such that anybody who clicks on that here is going to take them over to the template link. And you just want to go over everything. This is everything here. And once all that is said and done, the next thing we want to do is we're going to download this particular one. And how do we download it? We're going to click on share, click on download. And this time we are going to click on the file type and we are going to make it PDF standard. Typically, I would prefer that they are downloaded separately. This is so that customers do not miss out anything. So they don't just assume you just have this here. So they can also see the instruction guide in another place also. So we're going to take them, select the first page, and we're going to download that first of all. And again, we're going to also click on share. We're going to click on download. Also, we're going to choose PDF standard. And this time, we are going to take out the first page and download page 2 and page 3. And we're going to also download that. So now that we've downloaded that, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to what we have downloaded. You can see we have our instruction guide separate and we have our self-care story pack separate. Now, what we want to do is we want to zip them up so that they are in one particular file. And this is because any platform you're uploading anything, you only upload one thing. You can't upload two inside one particular listing. So you just want to zip them up. You can use your typical WinZip or any zip file you have. I just use my typical zip file and I zipped it up. So now if you open the self-care template bundle, you are going to simply see the instruction guide as well as the templates cover. So if you open the self-care templates cover, it's going to look something like this. And if you click on this here, it's going to take you to the template pack where you can then edit template or use template for new design. Now, because I'm the creator, I am able to see both of this. However, if I am a different customer, I'm only going to be seeing use template for a new design. Now, the same thing is if I click on this instruction guide, I'm going to go here and see the instruction guide and I can see how to use Canva template. Click the Canva link here. And if I also click here, it's also going to take me to this particular template here where I can use for a new design. So now we have been able to package our digital template in an accessible format that our customers can easily get once they pay. The next thing is we want to start setting it up to start selling. Now, in order to sell your digital products like your digital templates, which you have already created, you can upload it to any digital platform of your choice, whether it's Gumroad, Seller, Payhip, whichever you prefer. However, if you are a beginner without any form of audience or any form of followers, your main question will be how to sell it. And because you do not have any prior audience, you may want to leverage on platforms that already have an established marketplace. A place like Etsy, and you just simply want to go on Etsy and you want to stock your shop. You want to add a listing. So this is the back end from my Etsy store. So if you look at Etsy, there are several Canva templates that people are actively selling, which makes Etsy one of a very good place to actually sell digital products like this. You want to add more detail about the item. So you want to add your title. So for our title, we're going to add self-care Instagram story pack, 30 aesthetic templates for lifestyle creators. And for the photos and videos, you could add up to 10 photos, 10 videos, whichever you prefer. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add one of our photos here. So if we should go back to Canva, you can see we have this edit template now, but I don't want it to be here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this particular page here. And I'm just going to take out this and then I can decide to download it. I'm going to download it as a PNG, and I'm also only going to download page 2, which is what we need for our cover page when we're putting our listing on Etsy. So we've downloaded that. Now we're going to go back to Etsy and we're going to put in our listing. So we've added that here. Now for our digital file, we're going to now be adding this zipped bundle that we have packaged for our customers. And I already showed you how our customers are able to access it from the zip file. So now we are going to add our description, and we can easily just head over to ChatGPT to give us our product description. So I'm just going to copy the description and I'm going to go ahead and paste, and I can decide to edit any editable. So now I've done the editing, and of course it's looking perfect. So the next thing you're going to do is you want to add your pricing. Now to add your pricing, since we are leveraging on the Etsy platform, you want to go to Etsy and see how similar Etsy stores or Etsy listings are being priced in relation to the kind of digital products that you're creating, because you want it to be sellable. And one way to make it sellable is for you to put a fair pricing to attract customers. So if we should search for Instagram story templates, you can see this is $5, 50 Instagram story templates. You can see this is just $1. And we are doing like 30, which is why the more you do, the more perceived value your product has and the more you are able to actually charge. So we're going to just go ahead and we're going to price it at $2.1, because some of the ones we saw here, these are 50% off. This is the original price here, 2.42. So we're going to price as 2.1, and our estimated profit is going to be 1.45, meaning on every purchase, this is how much we are going to get. Now the quantity is going to be 1. Now for this SKU, this is like a stock keeping unit for you to be able to identify the product, and you can just decide to name it whatever just for you to identify the product. So we can say SCT for self-care templates -Insta. So it's going to be Instagram self-care templates, and you want to fill in all of this. Now for the tags, this is supposed to help people find your listing. And one better way to be able to get people to find your listing is to be more niched down with your tags. So if you go on Etsy and we're just going to search for Instagram, so you can say Instagram story template masculine, Instagram story templates non-profit, and all of that. And you can see the search volume just beside it here. So Instagram story, Instagram templates. We can also niche down much more to say lifestyle templates. We can say self-care templates. We can say influencer. We can say aesthetic. So you want to make sure you use tags. I'm just using this for the purpose of this particular video, but you want to ensure that you do a little bit of research with your tags to know the tags that have more search volume and of course not so much competition, such that you are able to rank better on the page on Etsy when someone is searching for that particular tag. So you can add more if you want, and of course you want to scroll through everything and of course save and continue once you're done. So you can see this is our listing showing here. You can decide to add more listing, and you want to continue to follow through the process in order to get your Etsy listing on the Etsy store. Now, do know that if you do not have an Etsy shop, to sign up for an Etsy shop is absolutely free. However, Etsy charges a fee of $0.2 for each item listed for sale, and they also charge a 6.5% transaction fee when a product is sold. However, like I said, Etsy is just one platform where you can leverage to promote your digital products. You can also leverage other platforms like Gumroad and the likes. If you would like me to do a video on how to leverage other platforms that are not Etsy like Gumroad, but how you can market them using free resources, then comment the word templates in the comment section, and of course I would do a video on that. And just like that, you have been able to package your product and upload online for sale. And if you want to know how I created the digital product that I showed you initially in the beginning, step by step, just in case you do not know how to create a digital Canva template, then I will be attaching a video right now to the end of this video. So you want to click the video you see on your screen right now, and you'll be able to get a step-by-step detailed tutorial on that. Ciao.